When I was in my mother's womb, when she was doing that, the doctor didn't speak Chi. If he had spoke Chi, like
If you are spark.
speak. That's fucking Chi. I wouldn't have come up with my mother's womb.
I seriously think everybody from Africa should be given a one-time experience to visit any like European country. A lot of people see it and they think it's all rosy. Come and see human being chasing after trains.
I swear on my life, I'd rather suffer abroad than suffer in Ghana.
Canada is very cold.
Okay.
People are sleeping in tents. Like this cold weather, -50, -20.
Tent in pool. Now bridge
under.
On any day, if you put any European or whatever, foreign country may be down as against Ghana, I'll still choose Ghana.
Being a student, there are only a few things you can do to make money. One of them is hardcore cleaning. Okay.
So you did cleaning?
Cleaning. Hey, now who be me?
That's what I'm saying, that based on what I'm seeing there and what I'm seeing now, I would wish to grow in that situation. Or like here.
Welcome to Echoes, the space where stories echo louder than opinions. Today, we'll be asking the question, is Ghana worth building in, or is their abroad dream just sweeter? I've got with me here on set 2 returnees and 2 home-based warriors, and this conversation is about to get real. Welcome back. I'm your host, Hilda. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And how is life?
How is life? It's okay.
Okay.
Life in Ghana has been good, you know.
All right.
The dollar is struggling in Ghana, so yeah, I'm happy. Life is good.
So please, can you please introduce yourselves from my left?
Yeah. I'm Timothy, and yeah, I'm passing through.
Okay.
From work.
From where? Passing through from where?
Up there.
I'm authentic. Yeah. And I'm passing through too.
I'm Oheneba, home warrior.
And I'm Robert.
Okay. So Robert, I did a little digging, right? I was told you traveled to Canada for 6 months. Yes. But when you got back, you were shocked. What thing shocked you? Like when you got back to Ghana, what made you like, nah, I wasn't supposed to come back to Ghana again. Like I should have stayed.
I never said I wasn't supposed to come back to Ghana. Though,
okay.
Though when I was here, everything was okay. When I went there and came back, the hotness was very, very much. So that was the only problem I was having when I returned.
Okay. What about you, Timothy? Because you just got back, I think 2 days ago.
Doesn't matter how long ago. To be honest, it was that point where I felt like I regretted because going through like London, going through everything, then you walk through the door and the heat blows you and you want to go back inside. Yeah, so that was my shock. Normally I don't sweat, but for the first time, just that evening I landed, I felt myself sweating. So then I realized that something changed.
Okay, there's this thing that people say when people travel abroad and then they come back, they behave differently. How true is that, Nuruddin?
It's very true, because right now, I don't know if Timothy can even speak Chi again. He's behaving as if...
I can speak Chi, relax.
Yeah, because
Introduce yourself in Chi, Timothy.
A little bird told me that yesterday, people were eating banku and then you came and you were like, do we still eat banku in Ghana?
Hey, did you do that? No.
Relax. Actually, when I landed here, the first thing I ate was banku. So whoever told you this might be lying.
Oh, okay.
I see. Timothy, introduce yourself in Chi.
You say I should introduce myself in German. This would be better.
No, introduce yourself in Chi. You were in Ghana before you went to Germany. Introduce yourself in Chi.
Your friend with Timothy.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Authentic?
Obeka photocast.
No, like, do you really think people who just come back from abroad, they look down on widows that are here?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel it depends on who the person is.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel if the person has gone to spend say 5 years or 6 or more and comes back, the person would want to live a certain lifestyle for you to know that at least I've gone out to spend some number of years, and so my way of living should be different from how you live here in Ghana.
Okay.
So if I wake up and I will not put on good clothes just at a glance, he will wake up and then just put on some flashy stuff to try and just show that yes, bogaba.
Yeah.
You know that thing.
Yeah.
And he will step out and wouldn't like to relate like he used to before he or she left.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm here, I've been here with everyone. We'll just continue to flow on a normal day, normal basis. And so it depends on who the person is
Yeah, true.
and how the person wants to get. Timothy has come back almost a week now, and he's still the Timothy I know.
No.
He well maybe he someone knows him yet. But I mean he's still the same. He hasn't changed. He's not showing off. Robert came back. He still comes back to us. We roll together. We do things we used to do before they all left. So I think it depends on who the person is.
Yeah, and I have had, if not with the two of them, like external people who return and they'll literally mock you because they've seen better things and it looks like what they see now is happening 5 years from today in Ghana. So they can't really relate because they've seen a new environment and all those stuff. But with Timothy, Timothy is not, when he was here, he wasn't that kind of conversative. And you'll be like, I bet that's not new about Komosa. But I was traveling with him and I felt like he wanted to talk throughout the whole journey. Wow. Me too. Do you get it? But he was trying to strike a conversation, and I got to know that it's something that they normally do to make sure that they have some kind of companionship among themselves. So it's just one of the things. But food too, maybe not. But I've not really.
Okay, so let's be honest here. Do you wish you were born abroad or in Ghana?
I don't know why I'm laughing. Let's ask you first. Which one do you prefer?
Abroad, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where the dream is.
No, but honestly, I would love to be honest. I would always pick Ghana.
Why?
This is it.
Okay.
The reason is it's because I haven't traveled just yet.
Okay. Yeah,
And
we understand.
And so I will maintain what I have now.
Okay.
Right. I've seen it all here in Ghana. Maybe I'm still growing, so I'll definitely see many more things. But I will still choose my Ghana because I haven't traveled to see. They will tell us some differences, right? For the differences, you and I, we've only seen them on
You
TV,
alone.
You are in this boat social media, right?
You are in this boat alone.
It's on social media we've
Yes,
seen them. We've not traveled anywhere to go and
Yeah, I've actually traveled. So.
Okay, so for those of you who have traveled before overseas, you can
Like
tell
myself,
more, you know, in your dreams alone. So
The thing is,
should you add that?
the thing is, if you ask me if I would love to be born in Ghana or abroad, I would tell you I would love to be born in Ghana.
Okay.
But the thing is,
Well, then, how long you've stayed there?
yes, I've stayed there over
A year and a half.
let me say 16 months.
Okay.
So I'm very sure I'm sure of what I'm saying.
Okay.
I would love to be born in Ghana, but I would love to live there.
Okay.
That abroad is fast paced. One of the things that I felt when I came here was I got out and everything was moving slow. I had to convince myself that okay,
You had to reset. You had a reset. Yeah.
Everything was moving fast because over there everything is fast paced. Nobody has time for you. You have to do everything yourself.
Yeah.
So if you were born there, you can just imagine, right? You have to do everything in a rush. So being born here is what I would wish for. But if you give me the chance, I will stay there.
With all honesty, I think these people are too Christian for my liking.
Okay.
So they are not being fruitful.
Yeah.
Because if it's my doctor that deceived my mother to give birth to me, because when I was in my mother's womb, when she was doing that, the doctor didn't speak Chi. If he had spoke Chi, like
If you are spark.
speak. If I was speaking Chi, I wouldn't have come up from my mother's womb because Ghana is, you see, how we've made the country is now looking very unattractive. Do you get it? Things are not like how it's supposed to be. When we compare ourselves to the diaspora, you feel like we are the same human beings. We have the same timeline and everything.
I really
but
think you need to go there to make this conclusion.
Oh yeah, but but what I've seen and heard people do and talk about on social media and everything, real conversations and all that stuff, I feel like there are more. You see, she even said she wants to go for greener pastures. Like, if you want to go there for greener pastures,
dream,
and if you were born in greener pastures,
be careful what you wish.
Yes. So we've met some whites who come from the US, the Germanys, and some other countries. They come down here, and you have conversations with them, and it shocks me for them to say sometimes. I mean, or many of them to say, we actually live in a good place.
Wow.
In terms of everything that they have in there, systems work very well, like he did mention. Aside the systems, to live as a human and feel like human, they would always prefer to live in Ghana compared to their countries.
because what they really want, they don't appreciate it. They've had it from infancy. So we are most likely to appreciate what is there. That's what I'm saying. That
and again,
I would want to be there.
This counters what you just said.
No.
Because if you were born there, you will wish to be born here. That's the truth.
So that's what I'm saying. That based on what I'm seeing there and what I'm seeing now, I would wish to grow in that situation, unlike here.
Okay, so let me say something.
Okay.
You see, over there, there's just one thing. Everything is programmed. Whatever you do is programmed. Let's say we've been here right now. Everybody knows this is what these people are doing. Somebody might pass behind us and he doesn't know what's going on over here. But that place, everything is programmed. I can have everything on my phone. My credit card, everything is on my phone. This place, I will just go by a supermarket, even a mall. Without my credit card, I can't pay anything. That place, I just press my home button 3 times, my credit card comes, I pay.
But I think some malls in Ghana do accept that. You just use your
They are
phone.
growing, and even with the growth now, it looks like what has a trim or like 5 years.
Idea was so way. Principles idea too. Do this and do this. But over here, I can do something. Do their laws, but I can do something that is okay for everybody. That place, if you tell me I should choose between Ghana and abroad, okay, I'm born here. That's a very good point. But me staying here is not
Good for you.
It's not good for me.
Okay.
This place is for, sorry to say, this place is for vacation. You just go there, get your money, come and spend the money there. Even though I was born here, sometimes I tell my parents that's what I want to do. I don't want to stay there. I'll work over there, come to this place as vacation. They'll be like, oh, okay, if that's what you want, bingo, you are ready to go. You see, people would think that place is for greener pastures. Very good. That place, do you know, spending the money that they use, that, let's say I'm from Canada, so a Canadian dollar, spending that money there is the same thing as spending Ghana cedi over here.
Exactly.
But when you bring that money to this place, that is where the money is money.
Yes.
But when you are spending the money there, it's like you living in Ghana with a different weather. That's how it is. You living in Ghana with a different weather. The hotness here, sometimes we also pray we should get that heat. Though I was told, if the reason why I'm saying they want me to come back and come and experience summer too. So you can see that place, they will tell you it will be very hot. And when I was get to a time, though it was winter, I got to a time, you see people wearing only these shorts, because abrofuni bo okro mo share singlet no mo dey nam because of more normal like na me. So if you told me if I'm born in Ghana, very good, I like it. I like to be a Ghanaian, all right, but send about Brower had here. That one is out.
Okay, so let's talk relationship. Do you think Ghanaians we are copying blindly when it comes to relationship? Are we being authentic in our relationships?
Towards what exactly? Is it like your partners?
Yes, partners.
I don't know. I've heard bad stories about their relationship than ours.
Okay.
You see how again it bounces back to principles.
Okay.
Theirs is programmed, right? You have to do this to get this. You have to say this to get this. But ours is like a more carefree lifestyle. So it makes us be very expressive with how we show love.
Are you think no? But do you think we Ghanaians we are expressive I don't think we really show Allah, because if we watch movies, we see they'll be outside.
We show Allah.
The movies be like.
Let me give you guys an
Plenty of the
example.
movies be like.
Let me
Okay.
give you guys an example. So there is this woman who comes to my mom's place to do her hair.
Breathe.
And so when the woman came, I was back from the gym. So I just took off my shirt. The woman saw me and she was like, I want your son to date my daughter.
Wow.
You see? And my mom was like, oh, he's having a girlfriend, but unless we talk to him directly.
Brotherhood is problem.
So my mom was like, oh, Kweku, I want you. The lady who came to me, she said she's having a daughter, so she wants you guys to date. I was like, oh,
As simple as it is.
if that's the case, you guys know I have someone. It's not like we are married though, but I have someone back in Ghana, and I can't tell the person. Let's be like, oh, we should just try and see.
Whoa,
No, but
whoa. Did you accept the offer?
No, I didn't. No, but I'm saying it. I didn't accept it. No, my mom was like, we should try and see. And I was like, oh, okay, if that's the case, let's
You said, oh, okay, so you accepted.
okay.
Hey, like, don't forget your girlfriend is watching.
Oh, no problem. Oh, she knew about this. After everything I told her.
oh wow, you're being a loyal
Brother
boyfriend.
was so proud.
So the mom was
no
like,
problem.
my mom should give me something. Then to be like, I'm bringing the thing to the woman. Then the woman will send the daughter to come for it. So they fixed a date and
Mothers.
we met at the mall. So after every conversation, I came back and my mom was like, into call, you know, you could see say, get on no share. And I was like, I can't date someone the very first day I met the person. So I don't think, unless it takes time. Not knowing the girl went to when they asked the girl, so like, yeah, I like the guy. Just one day.
Wow.
You see, we Ghanaians, our mindset is we should be with the person for some time. But say, I like you. Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's it.
But you see, for me, I keep saying that it's not a bad thing from their angle.
Okay.
But trust me, we can't, and that is why you introduced us as warriors. We are
Home.
Highly
Yeah.
offended.
offended.
I will sue them.
But you see, their cultural lifestyle is so different from ours.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is why sometimes I believe, yes, we are copying blindly. Because if, as he met the lady, the very first day, she's so used to the fact that I can meet a guy and just say, hey,
I like you.
I like you. I'm okay. Let's go out. Let's date. He's not used to it. And so if he gets to know that culture and then he comes down here, and then maybe the very first day he arrived at the Kotoka, he met a girl. Okay, that girl told me on the very first day. So he tends to. I mean, we are losing what we are made of as a people.
Yeah.
Okay. For instance, now some ladies and even some guys just want you to be walking with them on the street and just be kissing.
That is what we love.
I mean, that's not what we love. That is what we are copying blindly.
But they've been kissing in buses, so right in front of.
But what
Exactly, that is there, right?
now we also
But
want to
here,
do some.
we want to do some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not Ghanaian.
The experience.
So what is Ghanaian?
Wait, the experiences can be different.
Okay.
Like what he said, I've seen this before. Like not I've seen it. Like I know something like this, but in a different context. So
Okay.
at my end, so there was this guy that came to crop my hair. So it's difficult to find Ghanaian barbers. So I met this guy who's Ghanaian, and he said he should come and cut my hair. So he came to my house, and during the process we were talking. And then I asked him, "Oh, does he have a girlfriend here?" Then he said, And he said, "Yeah, he has a German girlfriend." I said, "How did you guys meet?" He said, "Charlie, if you know the kind of things I do," because he met the girl at work, and like today he's like they are going to buy ice cream. Tomorrow they are just going for a walk. Germans like to walk. Tomorrow they are doing this. Today they are, sometimes something he's doing, he's not even interested, but just because the girl like likes to do it. And okay, it's like he also likes the girl. Saying it for the first time, sometimes if you say it for the first time, you might even lose the girl. So you just be there, just be available, do things together. Then it develops at a time. But the girl needs to like you in a way, like having you around or like to talk to you for all this to happen. So it's different experiences. So his case is like, yeah, the girl could say outright, "Oh, I like you." Okay, but in my case, this guy said he has to do all sort of things, like all stupid things, before the girl really convinced herself that, okay, I think I like this guy, before they started dating. And before they dated, the guy didn't have to do it. He didn't even have to lift a finger, because they did stuff so much that the girl was already grooved into him, so it became easy for like on the get go. So it can be different experiences.
Yeah.
But the Ghanaian society, I don't know how it's been done nowadays.
Nigga, you are
16 months.
Yeah, no.
God. Hey, but I also gathered this. See, abroad, before a lady will say I love you, it's the cutoff. Like that is the assurity that we are even getting married after that. But in Ghana, because theirs is like a cutoff, like it's the assurity that okay, we are official. Because we want to get something in, we just spill out the I love you just like that to get the girl's attention. So if I see Hilda right now and I want to have something to do with Hilda, I'll just go straight ahead and say, oh, I love Hilda. And Hilda will be like, and then things happen.
Yeah.
But for them, if you say I love you, it means that you want to take them serious and you want to move on to that. So I think that was also something we are copying blindly anyways.
So do we think we can succeed in Ghana than abroad? Like if you live in Ghana your whole life, do you think you can be able to succeed and not travel?
Let me turn to this one. Answer, Joe.
Oh, you can succeed in Ghana.
Okay.
You can succeed in Ghana. That's what I'm saying. The only reason someone will succeed in Canada more than someone in Ghana is because of the currency. If you are spending the money there, bingo. Somebody will say, I want to travel outside. One, if you want to travel outside, the first thing is to make sure you have somebody there.
Okay.
That's the first thing. Secondly, it's either you are going to work. You are going to work or something. I have friends, guys that I met, Ghanaians guys that I met, guys that I met, they'll be talking to you, so you are okay. I don't pay rent. I don't pay anything. Even money for my they'll tell me go and barb your hair. So I'll tell my friends, hey, I'm going to barb my hair. Hey, who call you? Maybe I do who call you? Like dread. You've all done this. So my down card will be like, only one I'm so my mom and papa. Oh, okay, Intia. The person stays alone. Canada is very cold. Okay. Some stays in basements. This person is paying, let's say, 400 a month. The work the person is doing, the person is taking, let's say, 1,000. This person is paying 500 a month for the basement. It's left with 500. The 500, you are supposed to buy things. You send your parents money. That's everything is gone. Wow. You are still going to work for another money again. I was in Ghana. I was working with APSA. I was paid on the average 2,300. I have a monthly salary of, for my parents, that's 1,500, 2,800, 3,800. What am I doing again? My dad has his own house. I choose to rent. I don't have anything. So me working without using that money, I can succeed here. I can start a business and start my own work.
But it's not everybody that would have your life.
Everybody will have my life. But with this, you have a job here that pays very well. Okay. I always say, someone was a lab technician here. The person left here and went to Canada.
He's doing Uber.
He's you see, he's the pig.
Oh Jesus.
When they cut it, they'll kill it, then you take everything. This guy went to the washroom and the guy was crying. And with that place, what I'm saying is, if you come there, they'll force you to be an immigrant. That one, they'll force you. Canada, they'll force you for you to say, oh, I'm an immigrant. They'll take your passport, do your passport photocopy for you. Take it. They'll give you, the government will take care of you, everything. That means you can't return until your case is done. Okay, when he was in Ghana, he's a gay. That one, when you say you're a gay, lesbian, bingo, you are okay. Wow. We'll just take you to court every time you present your case, then you are not working with your passport. Your passport is with them. That means you can't return to your country. The moment you return back to Ghana, that's it. Okay. You can't go back. You can't, even if you apply for another country visa, you see, they'll ask you, have you ever traveled to another country? Yeah. So most of the Ghanaians there, that's what they've done. So my life is, when I was coming, they were like, are you sure your parents can take care of you? I was like, my visa is 8 years visa. Okay. I could have stayed there and I have multiple entries. I can go and come. So they're like, can your parents take care of you? I was like, yeah. They invited me. If they can't take care of me, they're like, are you sure? They check everything. They will just type their SIN number, everything, their details, everything, their salary, the work they are doing, everything came. And they were like, okay. So I went there for a 6 months, 6 month visit. They were like, oh, your parents, okay, they can take care of you, but you coming to visit somebody for 6 months is too much. And the problem is my parents left in 2012. Why have you sat down from 2012 to 2024?
Yeah.
That's when you are coming. You see, that's what I'm saying. Everything is programmed.
Yeah.
Like, Obama from 2012, over 2024. A day. Now it's Ghana, now a day. And I was like, oh, I was schooling. And sometimes they give me the invite and me to reject it. I told them, no, I don't want to come. But I got to a time my dad really got angry. He said, Obibeka say, Makwa Abuchi, me background to Nimba Abuchi. So they just forget to be there. So they were forcing me. And they were like, okay, then you come visit them for 6 months. We'll give you a 2-month visa.
Okay.
A 2-month visit. Just spend 2 months. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm going to make a saying, I'm going to do my phone. My parents who jina bonting. Try me say, maybe. I spent almost like 300 in the immigration office. Like, I was like, okay. First, she said 2 weeks. And I was like, oh, no problem. And later on, she checked their salary and everything. She was like, okay, we'll give you 2 months. I was like, 2 weeks, how can 2 weeks? No,
I'm okay with it now.
Not too much.
No problem. Even if you told me I have to see my parents now and go back,
That's
cool.
all.
That's all. And they were like, oh, okay. So I should go with the 2 months. So, and that place when you go, you can renew your stay.
Yeah.
Since the visa is 8 years, you can renew it till your 8 years is done. Then you come back. So when we got there, my dad was like, okay, we should I should just apply for extension. I applied for the extension. I got the 1 year. So somebody who is not having anybody, I have somebody who came without knowing anybody. I was working with one guy. Not all a workers in work, but you assist people. This table, under the table jobs. I was working with one Ghanaian. I invited him to come. When he came, he got to the airport and the person who invited him was nowhere to be found.
Wow.
You see? So the person is stranded. Luckily, Obishiano. Oh yeah, and the Ghanaians, when they see in Canada, they know. When they see almost say Uti, any Ghanaian. So the person said, I was like, oh, you're Ghanaian, you're not from Pachon. Now then, I would know Obi called your own corner to Nipa no Obishiameno. Me who know, and the person was like, okay, Ghanaians are very helpful. That one, they are not like
That's why I love
they are very
Hospitality is actually.
yeah. So no NFR, no, then call everything, started working with him and everything, and that's so be say, you know, ni parents feel say, baby, I walk on, you're okay, but and I'm also come story.
Yeah.
That one day, I'm can't say
Yeah.
and if you are explaining to somebody outside, the person doesn't understand.
Yeah, because we see like it is greener there. So
Yeah.
everything should be
So
shepherd
even
and
me
all
like
that
this, when I was coming back, I came back because of something. When we were explaining to my grandmother, she was like, no. The who called and saying, I was somebody, there be my number until Ghana knew what I say, our Bible chida, and they buy, and they catch no coffee. The question explain it, and say, I was all bad. Oh, okay.
stuff. But still touching base on the success, like
Okay.
how you can make. Most of the Ghanaian richest people that we know mentioned Despite, Co, and
Hilda.
But these people are then times, so not now.
oh
Not
yes,
now, Ghana.
but this is what I want to make at. Most of their money that they publish out or that we know that they have is in foreign currencies.
Yeah.
Right? They are here all right, but they have businesses that are earning them the dollars, the euros, the CFA, the whatever, right? So I feel like if they were to be fully Ghanaian or fully operating as a Ghanaian man or whatever, they will not be able to amass this kind of wealth. Because
I
almost say basic salary. Your basic salary
I beg to differ. I'm of the view that if you are in Ghana, you can equally make it.
You can equally make it.
I doubt.
It's just see, there are so many people that there's a friend that I have there. We talk about this family thing, like how their family are abroad and the people that are in Ghana. He told me there's like his family, his brother, like his elder brother. He said he was not going to move here because he has a job, everything is going well, and so he said, nah, there's no need to move to abroad. Now some other people moved. The reason why someone would think you can make it easy in abroad is because if you are abroad, okay, and even if like nothing is working for you, at least you know that there's job and you can do the job and make the money. Okay? Now, making the money doesn't mean you are making it in life. You are making the money to survive. You can survive. You can buy your basic needs. You can get everything you need. That doesn't mean you are making it. Of course, you make some extra. You send it home. Someone is buying a land and building for you. So everybody thinks you are making it. So everybody who thinks you are there says, oh, he went and he's succeeding. You are there, you are not succeeding just because you are converting your money to Ghana cedis. And it looks like you have more money.
That money you are sending
That's the
over
thing.
here is not money over there.
While you are there, the money you are making, they I don't know, the taxes you are paying, everything, especially like where I'm like Germany, for instance.
Yeah, I heard the taxes are wild.
They are so wild. So you as an immigrant, it's very difficult for someone to say you are rich while you are there. Unless you find ways, or you just tell yourself, okay, you're going to send your money home to build something there. That's the only way someone says you are making it. People are in Ghana, and I've built bigger houses and done bigger things than people are. So me, if you can equally make it while you're there, but you have to add your brain to it. You can be here and make it splendid. Just
and then turn the circle of that place becoming a vacation.
One thing too is, you see, they'll be like, hey, your car purchase is here, I'll go to 15 Pro Max. It's a lie. Waji loan.
Credit system.
Loan, phone, now waji. Na monthly, na wutia. So, when I came, all my friends, I've been advising them, say, and yes, will be a car purchase to put a 15 Pro Max. Who phone now use Wahano? Use Wadi, waji. And wutia nega kakra. Wutia nega kakra. Every month, they are yet no car. Waji car no. Ne month. And almost no omudi omadrin.
Okay.
I've got omudi omadrin. What to ensure we 1 cedi? We bet you 15% of 1 cedi now with you know. I can't. The same matter I didn't know say or no itia tax magam. Me na itia tax no. What to ataria? Inti ejuma na we ni nyina no. Omo twi ni nyina back. Inti obi wo ha. Do say ejuma no ebi most of the job they pay 2 weeks. Obi wo ha boys am ni omo nam. O GP ni na just say next weeks na ejuma no be ye no. Ni nyina ye like onishi you after some ko ye ejuma no bi asanji na scanner sa 2 weeks na no asan ko. There's nothing ebia maseni never say rating 10 cedis maseni 100 Canadian dollars 1001 maseni bahase ya it's okay hase you know na maseni 100 we no ento asase wo honom ento even ento she
I see the better
said bahase die you have top down any shoe
that's why family will say
na me back on say backside the mama na me niema ni nko na me frɛ wo bet say I call a friend say onto impaboa counter. So I send I sent him the money and everything. We do counter or bo impaboa ni bo, and I me call back to the shop and I make share price and me convert it back see the mono. Me won say all the money here okay. I see because me told her no more. If I say $35 me convert it back. That's let's say that time I rate near 10, that's 350. But I don't know what count. I'm say 450. So why not me buying the? They say me send this kind of bag there. Iska. That's in ska. Hey, but so I say, oh they Bob Brown. Most of them don't have houses there. Omo nyina rent. Omo houses nyina ewa hase no papa bi or no or hase or washing bay or cleaning services or many way. But all the money there, he's just working. Hey,
Timothy, do you regret coming back? Okay.
So it's not coming to stay actually.
One because I'm not coming to stay.
Okay.
Two because Ghana is home. I can't regret coming back to Ghana. Never.
Okay.
Never.
But sometimes the regret is there. What do you want?
Well, do you regret? I know I'm going back to this. Do you regret?
When I was there, I always think, I want to come back. So sometimes when I'm quiet, my parents will be like, I've been telling them I want to go. And the problem is, that's the only thing. There's no way I can go back to the work. And the Jumano also know I was at the head office. And the head office no say me too quiet into no. I want transfer me call another branch. Into branch me call the no say he's coming to work. Into have a do almost who say he's traveling no. That's the almost who say there's my boss net was also as Canada not buy. So surviving in Canada. My boss no Canada. But free Canada ever I say. He say I was dying farm. This animal farm was also in Ghana. No one went to me and she baba kabeyewi. Inti ebu am one man say I want to Ghana do like Ghana like no joke.
Sometimes I think it's just about the mindset like Timothy did mention. It's sometimes because you can be there and even be making good money in the system. But if you don't take care now, like you are saying, because if you get the money and you can't even have the sense of their project be an business you come back, you get to know you are not succeeding there. You now too are. You are not succeeding. It's going to know to you. For be a muscle. Oh, nice.
Sometimes the regret I maybe want to say over there. Offer Basa and one say the traffic and the hotness. You can say Look at Jimmy and though I wanted to come, but I haven't do any moment. And the younger person say, if I go, coming back, I say, yeah, because I was supposed to stay till December. Then in December too, I could have renewed my stay. To 8 years. Even with the 8 years, I could have applied for visa over there and be like Metehonomo. And me coming back no too. I could have done it there. Nanka almost said they say, okay, come. Canada must me say, come. Nanka my mom can booking my appointment maybe 3 days, 4 days later. Let me feel how Nanka me buy my Nanka. But because I miss Ghana and maybe catch almost so I want to come and stay here and do everything here.
If you go away for some time, you will surely miss Ghana, trust me.
And the relationship part, don't leave your girlfriend.
I want to try. Yeah, I will miss Ghana.
That one day. if the girls go there, the possibility that the girl will leave you is very high. But if a guy goes there, the possibility that the guy will come back to you is very high. That one they are not like
same bad, yeah.
And it's not their fault. Conversation now go for the man.
Yeah.
Because Ghanaians, when the Ghanaians fought now, hey, would you about something I will complain to my mom, and Albano is not friendly. Me and Pa can tell me I'm not friendly. He's not friendly. And I say, quick, you say, call Jim, man, about one up here. So, they headed
not the gym.
Somewhere. They headed to somewhere. And I say, it will lead to some. Oh, girl, no kabarista, which it too, so Tiana when you're bro, you see. So, if a girl like Wakasa, not China, it's very high. But Bema, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
There is this guy who is there. He applied for a school, changed his course. Who changed his course now? I was say over back. Every year, everything afresh. Now, and the school that he applied, the school name 3 months, on fire any BBA and any Umbra back. In the 3 months, no sooner one back Ghana. So right now, the boy cannot come back to Ghana. When you see Ghana, he
can go back.
So the only thing he has to do is all school no so no. Also, any parents name omoni bin chomo DJ. So someone like this, there's no way he can succeed there. Or you BBA or the tia.
He's paying the debt.
Paying the debt, everything. Inti, I say, Oboni bi who no catch and say, Obey din say, Obey say, humanity, Sakani Navy. Into baby crap on no, about a anything. So the best thing for this person is supposed to come. But how no so then into no.
Oheneba.
It's like coming back and not having anything.
Yeah. Oheneba, what's the wildest hustle you've ever pulled in Ghana just to survive?
Maybe that would be someone's flagship. Or let me see. It was hawking.
On the streets?
You don't believe it?
I don't.
I've made it in Ghana. I was a hawker. So from school, that was in JHS. And that happened to in Pokwase. So my mom had a salon, a sort of salon, and then she does nails, hair, makeup, everything. Okay. So when she closes, when I close, then I'll meet her up. They will pack the water, the sachet, then I'll carry it and then go and sell it and come. But yes, like, oh Jesus, thank you for this miracle. But it was very fun to me. Okay. So I didn't see it as a hawking thing, but it was very fun because whenever I get to the station, means you first, and I don't know why. The people selling are those buying my water, not even those commuting. Oh. So it was always fun for me to always close from school and then go and pick the water because I know that Kiani came the same Tiswa. But I think that so far has been the hardest, aside me doing these online stuff and my career and all those stuff. I think that was the hardest thing for me, but it was fun anyways.
Okay, so I got a question. Yeah. I've been asked to ask you guys, and it reads: Visa drops in your inbox right now. No stress, no strings. Would you leave tonight?
I'm getting offset. Like I'm getting out of the studio right now.
My question is, when did it drop?
You're supposed to know the country to first.
Forget. If it is
no,
which country?
Hey, Serious?
let's see. United, any country, anywhere apart from Africa, yeah. Anywhere apart from Africa.
And one thing to it, with the visa too, they have differences.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a visa.
The person just said visa drops.
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't really care. Like, that's what people think.
Even if it's a 1 hour visa, I don't care.
Like all jokes aside.
Oh, bro. Maybe you don't have a strategy.
It's not about strategy. Like,
it's true.
So no,
one thing is
you are gone.
One thing
I'm
is
just waiting for one particular message.
one thing is be my own dear. Always the Ghanaian boys though. Yes, Yanni a bon command. Oh, you're lucky. Your parents, people are suffering. This cold weather, even we've been in our own room. You know, they don't have AC. They say Ghana, you better saw AC for cold, no. They saw AC for hot.
Yeah.
To make the room hot. Even that. Even me and Kagana, me you top down, no matter box Samada.
But Robert, I swear on my life, I'd rather suffer abroad than suffer in Ghana.
Exactly my point. That's what I would do.
I'd rather watch the donkey's teeth than here in
Ghana. Yeah, seriously.
And two,
oh no, and so he told me that Robert,
it's not easy.
If you are telling me that if I have $1 there and it is 10 cedis here, look.
No, you know, you making the money over there doesn't mean
no.
So I went to the Netherlands for a school project.
Okay.
I went to the Netherlands. I mean, I'm in Germany, but I went to the Netherlands for a week for a school project. Then after we finished, we were walking around town. Okay, and then I was telling one other friend of mine from Uganda that I seriously think everybody from Africa should be given a one-time experience to visit any like European country or like abroad. Because a lot of people see it and they think it's all rosy. Come and see human being chasing after trains and buses. then you.
But here we also chase after buses. What's the difference?
There's a very big difference.
Oh, Timothy.
Because here you chase after buses and trains. If the bus move, there's some trotro driver that will come on short notice.
But the bus is not coming back.
Ekojawa. It's gone.
Everything is programmed.
You wait the full time. Sometimes if you're not lucky and it's a long distance, you have to wait 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes before you get your train or your bus. So it's all of that's why I say it's fast paced. All of these things count. That's why I say everybody needs to have this experience at least one time in their life.
I was having a conversation with one guy at the gym concerning this issue. So I say also Dr. Smart was like, what he's saying is true. Nipa ne kind of credit natural or no wakuhu and all cultural. Inti say or kind of office also be. Most of my friends first or say me catch say me my only dream is obia embra no be who say na identity. People are sleeping in tents like this cold weather -50 -20
tents in pool na bridge
under like
but Ghana here to people sleep under bridges.
Now that Ghana bridge under
you can remove your shirt and sleep.
Like it's very, that's what Maxine say which country maybe the country there coldness be any or you are okay wait me. And there's no way I know the beggar say I'm making $1 there is 10 cedis over here. No,
so that's the difference. Like
that dollar that would do
exactly.
But the answer Bedru has said.
No. What you're not getting is the fact that, for instance, I was watching some stuff by Zan Felix. You know, he does this travel tours thing. So he interviewed some people who are living in Amsterdam and then also Bremen. And the lady who lives in Bremen says she pays 450 euros a month for a single room. All right, for a single room, 450 euros. Convert that to Ghana
4,500.
Okay,
that would be 2 years, 3 years salary.
That is even
rent. No,
all right. That's how much she pays for a month in the system. However, she needs to aside that pay for utilities, buy stuff for the home and take care of her kids and all of that. And she's making just 1,200 euros like in a month. So take rent out, take all of those things out. So in the system, those amount of monies are actually not getting anywhere to her.
It's in sometimes.
But don't you think it's going to be the same situation? If our money is heavier than
yes,
it's going to be the same situation.
If it's what?
Let's say if the city is higher than
and the city is never going to get higher than
it will get
it's never going there.
Yeah, buying it.
Right? It's never getting to
We are
Sometimes
10 cities
the
now.
problem is
Wait.
we the Ghanaians too, we like conversion too much. When you buy something, then you start
Is that
converting.
converting?
When I moved there, when I,
Oh,
I was
if you go
supposed
there at
to
the
pay,
beginning, that's how it is.
when I was going to pay my rent, if I check what I was paying here, and I went there, they said to pay 390 a month. I convert by I was around.
No, but you see, the difference here is for him to understand that making one Canadian dollar there and making it 10 cities here does not mean that it is all rosy there.
No,
I'm not saying it's all rosy.
You get it. No,
But
that's the point I'm trying to
I'm just trying to let you guys know that if the visa drop right now, it doesn't matter.
See.
Me and 10 people in the chat
You see,
group.
it
It doesn't matter.
if you are going upstairs, you really want to go. If you are going, the mentality you are taking to you might be surprised because it's not. I am a student. Okay, I went there as a student, and being a student, there are only a few things you can do to make money. There's only a few things you can do.
Okay.
One of them is hardcore cleaning. Okay.
So you did
There's
cleaning?
this cleaning. Hey, now who be me?
One thing too, Ejuma na yem bu wa no.
Who is me?
Ejuma na yem bu wa no. I don't know how you wo.
The reason why I say Mbunu is it doesn't pay as compared to what they are getting.
They are getting there,
Because
yeah.
a man came out.
It's not
Where was you guys on the internet? Didn't you hear what the Schengen guy said that his passport is making him money because he's cleaning? Like the amount of money that he's making, forget taxes, forgetting all other things being equal. If he transfer the money back here, that is well.
And that is a problem.
That's not the wealth.
You see, it's not just about bringing it home. It's about staying in the system
if you follow these people,
The idea is to get it.
the idea will be very, very messy for you. Ubefi has say, mekwa minya $1. Mr. Neba has say 10 cedis.
$1.
Very good. $1 before benya sa $1 no. Before benya sa $1.
Unya krasa $1 all the told.
What do you told you? And I'm so no. Ediania ni boyefo KFC burger that jam food no. And na
And then has say expensive.
and I say
Okay.
So you see that.
before I banana what say
It maybe has say expensive food. Make cheap food no. What's me fact?
No, but
no indeed best anaba yes ko Canada o your man say me mind o be what they are very good. That's and the problem be anyhow o will be our cotton in chain
No, see say abewo.
o me okay o be
na me person make a kwanti boy.
Mini problem and yeah o buy and Ghanaians no one thing I like about the Philippines.
Okay.
Yeah, if you've ever heard in the news, Canada banning Philippines, Momomba, Canada, that's a country that really helps our country for no. One person buy, you must say, or buy and no baby school. He is giving them study permits.
Yeah.
Say, Oma Philippines, inti ubako ejume, you definitely see the Philippines 2-3 people. If you come on me and penny for no, omoma omoboa omoho. Ye yan call for ne kwa ono no pay ono ani die.
Very selfish Ghanaians like Timothy and you.
Obabeshi.
Person kwa broche convincing me to stay.
Oh,
It's not like that. I have met Ghanaians that I never knew from Adam, and they
oh, and it's not like they don't help. It's not like they don't help.
Me,
They support, like they support. But I said the way the Philippines help their, it's gonna make us be in school. Or maybe Ghanaians no be in the business. Or be Juma. But Philippines no they give go for if that Canadian government was like it's like Philippines are more in this country than any and that's what I'm saying. Say I'm forced to say be an immigrant.
Okay.
But Philippines do you want to be no? I'm a student. I can get my everything. I can pay my rent. I can But Ghanaians want to be business, no. Say okay, bra, be juma wom. And I only ye juma no to do baby. And I say only time can enough about them things. If you want to go, Opa, no have friend. Oh, Sterling, I'm at the airport. That be foul. And yeah, I'm going to because Joe Obama was I was really happy. Like another would say, why you make happy? So I'm saying, I come here, I don't see my boys be every time my boys so dig Ghana.
That's the thing. So
what you mean?
Since I moved there, anytime someone like is texting me, okay, I'm looking into this school, I'm always happy.
Hey,
someone texted me on LinkedIn. Someone I know very well, like from HEC here, texted me on LinkedIn, and was asking me, the first message he sent, when I read it, my mind was dreaming like, oh, he's already coming. So I wrote a long message, like trying to explain to him, and I told him, okay, you know what, just take your time. Just let me know if you need something. Then we further realized that, okay, it's even a longer process he has to do. So I'm always happy to have, because me like this, when I was moving there, I was my family. It's just me. It's just one or two people that I knew from different cities that I, let's say, I already met here before I went. I didn't know anybody at all. I was starting from zero. So for me like this, I have to now go and meet somebody, try and so when you didn't say I was trying to get him to talk, Charlie, that's it.
So do you think we are staying in Ghana just out of hope or survival?
For me and Dennis.
Yes.
Sorry.
You see,
It's out of survival. The hope will come later on.
you see, the truth is here, and I'm being real
Honest,
on this
yeah.
one. I would love to travel out to have the experience,
Sure.
right? But on any day, if you put any European or any American country down, or whatever, foreign country may be down, as against Ghana, I'll still choose Ghana.
Because you're Ghanaian?
Yes, because I am, and I've had people go. He's gone. He's shared experience. I don't know. Maybe he might have that part of him that can lie to me big time to even kill me. I'm talking about Robert, right?
Yeah.
But for the person I've known him to be all these years, I don't think he will go there, come back, and actually come and lie to me, as he's not the person even spending on my visa process and everything.
Okay.
He shared his experience. This is somebody I've slept on the same bed for years with. All right.
They'll come after you.
I'm not sure he will actually come and also come and lie to me about the experiences there. So if all of these experiences are there and you still want to go there and have a feel of it, that's okay. But living in Ghana, we always think about the money, and it's why we all want to travel for greener pastures. It's about the money. It's about the money. But
And it's always all about the money.
That form, Kofi Kenyatta can, so that form you understand? But at the end of the day, trust me, if I get the opportunity to move out of Ghana today, I would love it, and I'll actually not think so much about it. I'll go. Okay?
You will go.
But Ghana is Ghana. Okay? Ghana is Ghana. Ghana is a home. Ghana will remain a very good place to live your life. If you go there and you're able to do good stuff, get some coins, send home, that's why I spoke about the mindset. If you can do something back home, that can even generate revenue for you. And then you turn out to forget their country and say, I'm coming back home. I come, you stay for a while, you go back, you come back, you go back. That is the kind of life all of us should try to, to think about even living.
Me and Kasari,
not even
that's
staying
what I
there.
want to do. Me and Kasari, I want to come, go back, come.
That's exactly what I told my
you can
mom.
do.
That's exactly what I told my mom.
So for me,
And the thing too is, let's say I've gone there and I've regretted not going there early. That's one thing, because I first had a passport. That passport was, is it 4 years or so? Yeah, 4 years passport. And a passport near expire without me traveling.
visa.
A visa or passport?
Passport near expire. My friend took one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Expire. Inti, we won't say you be visa process no. For a document called Canada, you don't go to Canadian embassy. They have a is it UCM or so? You take your document there. Now me delay now you say what time next time. Maybe every time you number pamoya. In fact, I was in Ghana no. It was hey. But you say I'm say me Jimmy Okada that place is really nice. That place is really nice.
Yeah. If you see there's a working system,
it's abroad.
There's things are connected. Like you find everything is
Integration.
It's abroad. It's not here. Okay, that is true. That is an experience to have.
Okay.
Everything is working around you. That's the first thing I said when I went there. When I got there, then I was talking to some people. They said, have you ever heard someone say the system is working? That is how it is. Everything is connected.
Yeah.
You go to the Ausland. So our place, citizens office, we call it Ausland. You go there and they just need your passport number. They will tell your whole history. They will tell you the plane you took, where you parked before you came, the food you ate. They will tell you everything. I mean, that's exaggeration. If you say the system is connected, that's what it's there. And everybody when I got there, I wish we had this. I came back and I wish I had a system like I just buy a ticket for for the month, and I can just walk and enter any car, any train, and go to some direction anywhere I want to go. I wish I had something like this, but this is my country. It's not here.
So Tim, if the system was working in Ghana, would you prefer to stay or you prefer to go?
If the system was the same thing
if
here,
you meet people abroad, they'll tell you, 80% of them will tell you if what they have there is in Ghana, they will stay in Ghana.
Definitely.
No me though.
because everything you do over there is okay. It's okay for you. As in, I have my Canada, we use Presto. I have my Presto on my phone.
In the terms of Martin,
for travel your like
Yours is what? The app is what?
Deutsche Bank.
Deutsche Bank.
so you see this Ayalolo, that's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
But yes, they don't have a mate. It's just a machine that you just tap, it take the money out, it gives you a ticket. For Canada it's 2 hours. So you use that same ticket for 2 hours. So let's say if I'm going to Accra and the bus doesn't go straight to Accra, you're supposed to drop somewhere, take another bus to. So you can use that same ticket, that's $3.25. You can use that same ticket for 2 hours. So when the 2 hours is up, then that's
right.
it. Yeah, like the case I'm in Ghana. I'm going to Accra.
Accra Boa, Achimota.
Meet in the castle or barrier.
Exactly.
Meet your 5 cedis. No, as for me, so convert the 3 cedi 25 cents to, that's let's say 40 cedis. So me call Accra Abano. No more spending more than that.
Of course.
So what I say. But that 2 hours now me could do Accra. If I say me call na mancha. Now meet me this at $3.25. Aquaba. That very instant. That's the system. The system is okay with everything. My visa application, your visa application, let me use your, because maybe you guys to be going
Hey,
to
Amen.
Sorry,
your visa application. Agent be na yama. You get to first, when I was leaving, Festus was there. When I was leaving, they called Canadian immigration at Canada. Are you expecting Robert J. Safo? And they were like, no. So that means, okay, let's check. UCI, that's the number for your application. His parents invited him. And Papa. And they were like, yes, we invited him to come. I see, coming through Canada. No? There are no questions being. But even that place, they were still asking. Invite to Yatiase. The parents send their SIN number. That's if I say Senate. Everything about them. Me UCI and everything about my application. No me busao. You said you are coming. You are having $700 on you. So how much are you having? And I was like, oh, I'm having 250 Canadian dollar and then 500 euros. And they're like, oh, okay. Why is your money in euros? You are coming to Canada. Why is your money? And Canada is not a straight transit. You're supposed to drop at Amsterdam. So because I was at Amsterdam, Mrs. San can it be to spend over there? They were like, oh, okay. So let's say if you don't meet your parents, what are you going to use? I was there with one Nigerian. He was coming for a tour, and that man was having $500. And now $500. If you don't have anybody, what are you going to do? I'm going to sleep in a hotel. Hotel over there is, let's say, mean the whole more than 2 months with that $500. Is it okay for them to send him back to his country? And the man was like, if you are bold, that's where the immigrant thing comes inside. We are bold now in your car, they'll be like, the person is not correct. Catch on so on the family, Nigeria. They say, as Canada said, they try plane tickets in Ghana. Just ask you. They're like, okay, then let's become an immigrant. Give us your passport and everything. You know, my copy of the man. No, or government now. I'm sure if you want to go to school, you go to school, you work, everything. I'm not sure. But later, then you are good to go.
So let's wrap this up, right? Can you introduce yourself in the Canadian, how is it called? The Canadian language.
In French, well, they speak English and French,
so introduce yourself in French.
Oh, I didn't speak.
I see where this is going. I see where this is going.
Okay, you speak
16 months. So Timothy, introduce yourself in the German language.
But I'm supposed to tell so that
speak German.
How far should I go?
No, calm down.
Just calm down, yeah.
Translate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Okay, no.
Wait, we'll do Google Translate.
Okay. My name. Okay. No.
Calma.
16 months, that's Shiego.
Let me say that. Oh, honestly, my German is not as good.
All right,
Okay.
yeah.
German is a really.
You're a beginner.
I'm a beginner in this
Yeah.
language.
Beginner, okay. Amateur.
So I'll say.
Record.
I'll say, ich heiße Timothy. Ich wohne in Worms in Deutschland. Ich bin Student in Hochschule Worms. Ich arbeite mit Lufthansa Industry Solutions. No.
Okay.
What about that?
Begin day.
And I'm the blog with your cowboy there.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I see what you just did. You just put me on the spot.
Yeah, it's
Very
good.
much.
It's good. It's good.
I think if I go, I should just go and write my B1 and then I'm.
Is it bomb?
Yeah?
It's bomb.
Yeah,
The first one you said, eh?
But I can teach you. If in German you say when someone does something for you and like thank you, right? It's danke.
Danke.
If you want to be
Danke is
extremely
really
nice,
danke.
you just say Dankeschön. So like thank
What?
you. Dankeschön.
Dankeschön.
Then your response, like how you say you're welcome, you say bitte.
Bitte.
Good
Okay.
morning, you say guten Morgen. Yeah.
Guten Morgen.
Okay.
Steve Morgan.
Dennis.
Guten Morgan.
Oh goodness.
They are not greeting like Ghanaians. Like
Yeah.
you don't meet somebody and say guten Abend. No, they
also
don't
repeat
hello. Yeah, everybody pass there.
Nobody has your time.
Nobody has your time.
Ma-
You know me, I'm the one who went there and then I was walking around and I was seeing people and I was greeting. Hey, if they mind me like. So that was like that's actually one of my shocks. Like,
Yeah.
you walk through the street and you meet people and you think you're in Ghana and you say hello, safe. Some people they hear it, they look at you and they just pass. And it was so I sat in the bus and like Ghana, you sit in Trotro and you see people just start talking randomly.
Yeah.
I sat in the bus and everybody was like this. I look around, nobody was looking at my direction.
Is that one of
What
the
is wrong?
cultural shocks
Yeah.
That is what is wrong.
Yeah.
Because where I'm from, of course, it will be like this.
Yeah.
But when I also learn the system, if I enter now, I put my AirPods, he will not talk to me. So I will not mind.
One thing they like about Ghanaians is the word please.
Yeah,
They really love that.
yeah, I had this.
That's where they'll see that you're a Ghanaian.
Small could be man.
It's culture, you know.
Small could be man. So first,
No,
That's one
and-
one,
and-
you know.
Ghanaian, when we do something, we tell you sorry. Your sorry doesn't mean anything to them.
Oh,
You tell them sorry, that's it. Maybe you feel the person sorry. And fan of kokra.
I see. Bibini.
Bibini, hey, on the no back.
Or no better, Papa. Say, best explain sorry, not
That's not true on the saying, as we're saying, the small letters and ambiguous letters.
Thank you very much.
Oh, which country are you even traveling to?
There are a lot.
You can travel to a lot at the same time.
Okay,
Which one are
on
you-
top of your bucket list.
On top of my Germany.
Why?
Wait.
follow me.
You just
No, that's not. I'm back.